Hey guys, Mark from Gunpla Network here. Thanks for joining my review of the MSA-003 Nemo. This is the Unicorn Desert version in its blue, creamy white yellow. It's actually very much like a GM Kai in that respect. As you can see it spinning around here, this is the bare bones. Let's push the base aside for now and dive right in. So looking around the kit, I think it's a pretty good looking grunt suit. It's, simple yet elegant. And if you look here, chest vents, it's got a few panel lines, kind of like little recessed holes. It's got vents, it's got thrusters, it even has piston detail in the ankle, non-moving, but still a detail part there that you could paint up with some chrome and gold or bronze, something like that. Bottom of the feet, not really much there, but turn around to the back, you've got the cables on the back skirt, dying to be painted. Inner vents on the back of the legs, some thrusters or verniers. There's vents in the shoulders, though they do have a pretty heinous seam line in the middle when you join them together on the edge. And then if you come back around to the front, you have I think it's a pretty good looking head on this one. Alright, let's dive into the articulation. So, there you go, back and forth, you will get a little funky chicken. Looking down, he can do a little. Looking up, he can do. Turning it right around, it will kind of hit the neck guard, but you can actually do it. Though I've never seen the purpose in turning the head like all the way around. It has a rear camera. Alright, down here, mine's a little loose in the waist joint, but overall it'll still hold a pose. But it does jiggle around a bit. That could just be mine though. Probably tighten up some painting. You can't turn all the way around because he will hit the waist on the torso. Go to the back, you will get just a little movement. Those thrusters, verniers are on polycaps, so no real backpack movement. On the arms, you can turn them out for a little, side to side motion. The shoulder parts will move up a little there. And you have these kind of side arm guards, I'm not sure the technical name for them, but they will move to allow the arm to raise up. It will go all the way around because there's nothing to block it on the back. The arm will get a really good bend. And then it can go out. It can go up pretty high and out. So overall, good flexibility there. The wrists are just on standard ball joints and the arm will turn around as it's on a peg. Inside there, it's just two bits linked together with a ball joint. As you can see, I just cut mine in the middle, did a light sand to clear any debris. Side skirts, you can't really lift them too high. Then again, there's nothing on them, so depends how far you want to lift the leg out. The leg will rotate back. 90-degree bend. It will turn around as it's just on a peg. And it will pretty much almost do splits if you were to have them both out. Now onto the back, it's a non-movable back skirt, so you can only go up so far, but you can almost kick itself in the back there. Lift the front skirt, like I said, cut mine so they're individually moving. And yeah, he gets pretty good motion up that way. He could do a kick out to the front. On the ankles, like I said, there is that piston detail there. You can move the ankle guard, and because it's attached in that way you do see in some HGs, you can lift the bottom of the foot away from the ankle. Those don't have any movement on the vents or verniers on the backs of the legs there. Yeah, overall articulation is pretty good. What I do want to talk about is this. You'll notice this image. That's him. I'm guessing painted on the front cover of the manual versus what you actually get out of the box. You'll notice I haven't used any of the stickers, the color correcting stickers, or the logos. I'm going to save those for once I've painted. This is the piece of beep, I'll censor myself, that I'm talking about here. The cockpit, the inner vents, the back of the legs, Anywhere you're meant to have red or a touch of yellow, they have just goddamn giving you a foil sticker sheet. I thought it looked a little bit, heinous during the unboxing, and as you can tell, just holding it up next to the picture guide on the front, that is a buttload of stickers for 2013. I'm going to say that's not acceptable, Bandai. I love the kit overall, and I paint, so it's not too bad for me. But if you're buying this just for an out-of-box build, be prepared to have your Q-tip or cotton bud ready to put those stickers down. Alright, if we move on to the accessories, what he does come with, you can see it's all laid out here for you. So, we'll start with the shield. It's a somewhat collapsible shield, almost Mark II style, being Zeta Gundam. Except it doesn't move down on a track. There's your standard kind of forearm mount. It can be on the back or front side of the arm. What this one does, instead of on a movable track, it's actually not too bad, quite clever. It's just got a peg at the top and the midway point, which looks like a track. You can then attach that into the front half of the shield and either have it collapsed in a halfway or a full-on out, as you saw in the preview. That little yellow piece is actually one of the very few, separate, color-separated pieces you don't have to use a sticker for. Alright, put that aside. You get 2 Beam Saber effect parts, shorter HG style ones, nothing medium along there. You then get 2 Beam Saber hilts, which go onto, as you would have seen, the back skirt there. There's 2 holes for those, and I actually quite like that mounting method. It really works for these, clicking on the back skirt there. Put that aside. That is just your under mount for the stand, but I actually found using the small peg on my action base for it fits straight up under there. I didn't need to use the action base, that mount, which I find awkward sometimes. So here's the bullpup machine gun, standard GM fare. So unfortunately that magazine, being HG, doesn't remove, but that comes with, the grip has a little indent into it, which the trigger hand will mount into and give it quite stable. It's just 2 pieces put together, sandwiched together overall, so there is a seam line down the middle. The GM-3 beam rifle that it also comes with, so that is about 4 pieces sandwiched down the middle. The cone, style bit on the front there, I'm just forcing down, is a separate piece. The hilt is molded in, but that moving front guard handle, will move around. Okay, what we also have is 2 holding hands for the beam sabers, color accurate. We have 2 open expressive hands. We then have 2 closed fist hands. And lastly, we get 1 trigger hand for the right hand with the posable finger in there. Kind of a shame they didn't give you a left one so you could dual wield, since they give you a beam rifle and a machine gun that you could dual wield both of those, but okay, there he is in a pose. You've got the shield up in full, holding out in front. You've got the beam rifle from the GM2. And overall, this kit was really fun, really easy to put together. Apart from the couple of seam lines I mentioned on the weapons and the shoulders, there's nothing really too bad that stands out. If you're a painter, this would be a great kit to get. There's just plenty of painting opportunities for you to do, without using those heinous stickers I mentioned. Here he is next to another HGEC kit. This is the P Bandai Pale Rider that you could pick up from Side 7 Exports. They have it at the moment. He's pretty much about the same height, obviously loaded out a lot less than the Pale Rider, space type, but just another Grunt suit. Maybe this is Gundam level suit, but I consider it a Grunt, just a special version. So yeah, pretty similar. The Pale Rider was a lot more hectic to build with all those weapons, a lot to do, but the Nemo was a pretty fun build. I enjoyed it. Alright, here he is in a flying pose, dual wielding the beam sabers. As you can see from underneath, I just used the peg from my Action Base 4 straight in and up. Fit perfectly. Otherwise, that's it, guys. That's all there is to tell about it. So, pick it up with the expectation that if you hate stickers, it's got quite a few. So either whip out the Gundam marker, some of the acrylic or enamel paints that you can use to detail paint some stuff in, like the inside of the thrusters, the cockpit hatch, that sort of stuff. Some panel lining opportunities, and overall, yeah, just a fun kit to build. And if you love Zeta Gundam, which seems to have had like tons of really cool designs, then you'll love this kit. This is the Unicorn version, but it is essentially the same kit from Zeta. So, alright guys, thank you very much for joining me. I hope to catch you on the next review. Alright, bye bye.